I wish I was scared of the dark. I mean, most people are. I just find comfort sitting in it. Get home, shower, lay in bed. Don't turn the lights on.
It was, told as like a first person monologue. So for that, you have to, off the bat, have really great writing and a really great character actor, or not even so much character actor, but actor reading this and um, making some big stylistic choices. And I think that's exactly what um, the actor did in this piece. And it has a really great message about dealing, with loneliness and facing darkness and the willingness to come out of it. Um, and, you know, it's it's a great introspective look on what loneliness is and how that darkness can envelop us, but also how we can get out of it. And I think the stylistic choice of making it almost like a monologue talk makes it much more personal between the audience and the narrator, and it causes it to be a little bit more introspective, which is exactly what a piece this deep needs. I think it was shot really well. It was really cohesive. Like I said, the writing was really well done for the type of piece that this was.
It kind of forces you to think of the complexities of independence and isolation in the terms of darkness, and it showcases how that can very much be a double-edged sword, no matter which side you stand on. Uh, and that's one of the reasons why I made a fact to mention independence and isolation, because both of those words are very similar but have different contexts. In a sense that independence is usually seen as a consensual thing. You're choosing to be alone, whereas isolation, that consent is withdrawn. However, um, because of how similar they are, it can very much teeter back and forth. Um, where lack of isolation can create a sense of being overwhelmed, oversaturated by the light, or in this case, by people, by commitments, by giving your attention to every single person. Whereas too much independence can create the opposite effect. If you do want to talk to someone, there's no one there. Uh, and that was very fascinating, just showcasing how it can be very good, but it can also be very good. It can be very good, but it can also be very bad. Sorry about that. But I think it's one of those things that you definitely need to take in moderation, like any vice, where too little of it or too much of it can hurt. So you got to find that sweet spot right in the middle.
Short piece about somebody talking about loneliness, and it was effective. It makes you think about people what they're going through. It was an interesting idea to execute it basically as a monologue on film. I like the black and white look. It was nicely written and nicely performed by the lead actor there, and I liked how the editing at points was paced with the drama of the dialogue. So yeah, nice work there, and it gets you thinking about what you're doing with your evenings and what the people you know and love what they're doing with their evenings, and makes you maybe want to reach out to people that you haven't talked to in a while.
I really like the tone of it, the lighting, the acting, very good. It was very subtle and nuanced, and I just thought the actor was very, very good in this. I felt like he was very much coming from somewhere solid as his character, and great music as well. I believe only three people worked on this, which I think is great. Uh, just the tone of it and the feeling was expressed really well. And the line I remember the most is that, is the darkness safe or is it danger? And how 1 minute you want to be alone and curl up and be in your shell, but then realize you're too lonely. And it's like a catch-22, and how do you break out of it? And it's such a hard thing to describe loneliness, and I think this short did a very great job.
I enjoy this homage to darkness. It is quite honest and absolutely deep. You sense this deeply vulnerable character in every word, and it speaks of amazingly identifying its weaknesses and the effort to fight it off. It is so subtle, and the whole idea behind the darkness and how they portray it with perfect lighting as well. Of course, the performance, it's the biggest winner here. I really enjoyed this, and it's an amazing film.
Black and white definitely added a kind of gravity to everything, to what was being said and whatnot. Where they chose to have the music come in was just perfect timing. It notched it up a level. So I thought that was great. And the music was very fitting too. And I really liked it. When they chose to pull the music out of it was also a really good choice. What he was talking about was very, it was so interesting. It kept your attention, and I think everything was really well written.
Yeah, you could tell the message I was going for about, like, loneliness and like isolation and everything. And yeah, the lead actor gave like a really good performance. You could really hear like the emotion in his voice and everything. And yeah, I enjoyed it.